I felt it. I knew exactly when I got pregnant.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
I felt it. I felt her implant.
You felt
into
the
my
egg.
uterus.
What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up with the Joneses. It's your boy Ricky Jones Jr. and the lovely
Chrystle Jones.
And I might be a little rough on the top or whatever, but I'm ready to get into this story because if y'all didn't see the previous video where we were talking about the townhome scenario, okay, just pause right here and go check that one out before you finish this video, because it's gonna give you some insight on what this conversation is. Okay, do you want to preface this conversation before we get into it?
Nope.
Okay, so I will. Now, this conversation all came about because while we were talking about we were looking for townhomes, my lovely wife then tells me how she was searching the dark web and realized a way of getting pregnant and wondered if we would get pregnant by this particular way. So, Ms. Chrystle, please let us know. Now, just so y'all know, I did not ask her what she did or anything like that. Can you confirm?
This is true.
Because I wanted to do this with you, okay? We're in this together. Family goals, marriage goals, yada, yada, yada. Well, here's a true session right before your eyes. So, Ms. Lovely Chrystle, would you please tell the lovely people how this all took place?
So, we have been married for a year, like a year and a half, something like that. So, I was wondering, a thought popped in my head like, I wonder if I could get pregnant. So I wasn't pregnant. And so, previous to that, I had stopped this birth control that I was taking. He knew that though. Because I didn't like how it was making me feel.
Which was the reason. And any husband, any loving husband would say, okay, I understand, wife, you don't have to do those things. I don't want you body and things out of concoction, out of proportion. Do what's necessary for yourself.
And that's so true. Husbands, please take heed to that, because birth control can make you feel some crazy, wild stuff sometimes. Like, it does a lot. So I was very appreciative of that. So I stopped taking the birth control. I had been stopped taking it. So in the midst of me not taking it, we weren't doing anything for protection, and not any kind of traditional methods for protection. We were just using mapping. Now, mapping is where you know exactly when you ovulate, so you know exactly the days that you are most likely to get pregnant.
Pause. There's an app for that, fellas. If you're wondering how these women know this, there's an app. I saw the app.
Yes, My Days. I actually shared it with him, but yes, My Days. So
after the fact,
you can know, and she can know, like everybody can know. These are the days that are red zone, off limits if you're trying not to get pregnant. So we knew what days those were, and that's the method that we used to avoid getting pregnant, and it works very well.
So we thought.
It continued to work very well for a while. And then I was wondering, hey, I'm so good at not getting pregnant, I wonder if I would get pregnant. So I was just up late on the internet, and I was just like Googling and searching like, how do you get pregnant? And so like I was looking it up, and like the sperm and the egg and the ovulation and the times and the windows. And so like as I was looking and as I was thinking, I was like, I really wonder if this will work. And then I was thinking even more like,
Thinking to herself.
Yeah, myself. I wonder even more like if you could pick a gender, like if it could be that specific. So I continued down into the dark web, and I was like, oh man, like it says like if you have sex closer to like this time in your ovulation in reference to this time, like you're more likely to have a boy or more likely to have a girl. And I was thinking, if I was pregnant, would I want a boy? Would I want a girl? What would I want? And I was thinking, I think I would really want a girl. So I was just wondering, like, would this really work?
And you knew I wanted a girl, right? You knew I wanted a girl first. Or that
I don't remember.
Request wasn't even into your phone.
I don't think I even remember. Right now I can't remember. So, okay. Maybe I knew, maybe I didn't. I can't remember.
This first pregnancy was about you. Okay, I'm listening.
No, it was
so
just...
you wanted a girl. That's
I
what
was
you
just
were.
wondering. Mm-hmm. I didn't even necessarily want a girl. I was just wondering.
It's okay. I'm
so,
just letting you know where you were. Just the
so I was like, okay, let's see. Will this really work? So in my mind, I was like, let's do an experiment. Let's see if it'll work. Let's see if I'll get pregnant. I didn't think, will it work? Will it not work? I wasn't biased in any way. I was just wondering. I would say if I had tried this more than once, then I was trying to get pregnant. But
it only took once.
Yeah, because it really worked. We found that out. So I wasn't trying.
Okay, so when you did this, was this around the time that we would have a girl, according to them?
Yes.
So according to their theories and everything, it was 100% true.
Yes.
Okay, so now just a question for the YouTubers. Did you use the same thing when we had the boy, Ricky?
No.
Okay. Gotcha. I thought we was mapping then too. We was mapping then.
No. After we had Rain,
yeah,
I got on birth control again.
Right.
And then
a different kind.
Yeah, and then we stopped birth control, and
right.
then we were like, oh, okay, let's just have sex when I'm ovulating. But I wasn't necessarily like mapping per se. Mapping is really used for like avoiding pregnancy mostly.
But you was mapping in the sense that we knew when you were ovulating.
Yes, but I mean like by then I always knew you.
Obviously, this is a conversation for adults. Okay, if you made it this far, you probably know that by now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But once you're used to mapping, you know when you're ovulating.
Gotcha.
Like
as a woman, like, oh, I can feel it.
Yeah,
it's
you
like
can.
I'm feeling, and as husbands, you just go with the flow, because clearly I can't feel it. Clearly you can't feel it as a husband. So you just, honor your wife's body, honor her feelings and everything that she feels and flows and things like that. And, you all have a strategic plan. Now, back to the scenario of Rain and us going through this process and things like that.
I felt it. I knew exactly when I got pregnant.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
I felt it. I felt her implant.
You felt
into
the
my
egg.
uterus.
You felt the sperm meet the egg.
No.
Okay.
I felt...
You felt
the sperm and the egg had already met. I felt when she implanted into my uterus.
Wow. You knew at that point you were a mother.
I was driving down the street in the neighborhood on my way to the clubhouse to get something to eat. Okay. And it was like a sharp stabbing pain, like, I was like, and then I felt it.
Baby.
Yep, I was like, it must have worked. In that moment right there, I was like, oh shoot, it must have worked.
Yep.
And so then like a week and a half later,
Chrystle,
I started having dreams that I was pregnant.
And then tell the people how you told me that we had the baby, if you remember. It was like a card or a piece of paper you gave me.
Was it a card? It was probably a card.
I think it was a card you gave me.
But I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, I wish I had the card. I'll look for the card. I'll try to find a card. Now, okay, so at the end of the day.
How did I tell you though? What did I tell you?
It was a card. It was something in the card that persuaded me to know it was a baby in the womb. And then you slid me the pregnancy test that said positive. And I was just dumbfounded.
He was like so shocked.
Like, what? Are you serious?
What
that wasn't a plan,
I kept dreaming I was pregnant, but what really made me take a pregnancy test, because I didn't take one. What really made me take one, I was dreaming one time that I was taking a pregnancy test and my mom was in the room and she's like, what are you doing? Yeah. And I was like trying to hide it and I was like, oh man, I should take a test. Yeah. And I was pregnant. Yeah. Who knew it would have actually worked what those people were saying?
We do. We know.
Now we know.
Yeah, so...
I didn't know before that.
If you're curious as to what the website is, you can hit her up. We're not going to put it in the description below because we ain't trying to trap nobody. Okay, so Married Women Only. Hit us up in the Instagram. Find our page, DKUJ, and you can hit us up there. DM her because I'm not going to respond. Okay? I'm not frustrated because at the end of the day, we did get the girl that I wanted. Like, I wanted to have a girl first, and her name is Rain Demi Jones. She's in our other videos and I love her tremendously. So it definitely was a blessing. It was just interesting how she came about the way that you are.
But we had said at like 2 years we would have a child anyway.
And it wasn't 2 years. So
we were
I wasn't expecting this experiment to be taking place.
We were right at that. Right just before that.
But not at it. So yeah.
But definitely I would say in the future like have a conversation before you just like get pregnant.
I agree.
Like don't be on the web searching this and figuring it out and experimenting like I did, not you know, you don't know for sure if it's gonna work, but it might work, and then baby.
Boom. Shakalaka. Responsibility. However, it's a good one. And however, we're married, so it works out. So at the end of the day, that is the story about how Rain came about. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe. Join the family. Don't keep up with the Joneses because we have so much we are doing and we want to share with you and we want to grow with you. So yeah, man. Anything else you want to hit them with? Any advice for the women, wives you want to hit?
Yeah. If I was to give advice, I would say about pregnancy.
In general, the scenario of the story.
I would say it can happen. If you're not, I'll say it like my doctor told me. If you're not planning not to get pregnant, you're planning to get pregnant. Period.
And just like that, beautiful people, we love you.